Okay, here is the streets around here, very quiet, and it's it's in the middle of a suburban life, so it's very interesting to see such a quiet and beautiful place. I came here last year, I think, and then I lost track of this place. There was one time last year, and I have a couple of hours during between my classes. So I was thinking, how about going around and see some pretty scenes around? So I drove around and came here. I forgot the name of the street. So the rest of the year, I was always thinking about this place, but I could not find. And today, I tried to follow my memory, and I bump into the same place again. This is the place that got me dreaming about for so long time, and I finally come back here. Makes me so happy. I remember last year when I came here, it was or at the beginning of the year, it was springtime, and also very green. Now we are at the very end of fall time, and early winter, green grass, everything so beautiful. So we will walk along the trees. I remember this was a narrow road, and it leads to just such a pristine and serene place. I like this place because it's just so peaceful, so quiet, and the house was not the huge high-built house. It's still some old house, and very natural, not too much work has been done. And I just feel that feeling of relaxation, of not trying too hard. It's beautiful, beautiful. So I come here to enjoy this road with you together. And I have a lot of things that I want to chat with you. One thing is about this relaxation, about making effort. Yesterday I went to a coffee shop, and I find it's stuck into a small corner. Uh-oh, it's too much noise. Okay, wait a moment. We will wait until that one finish. Okay, let's keep on with our dialogue. Look at the crystal of the grass, the reflection of morning dew. Can we see any? Okay, let's keep on, and I will chat So about this effort thing, yesterday I went to a coffee shop, and it is such a small and not fancy place. And I was sitting here. I was the only one, and then there came another person. Almost a half an hour, there was nobody else, only myself and the other person. How they survive their business if it is like this? But they are just so quiet, so serene, and they have old coffee chairs, and the chairs and desk are not even matching with some artsy packaging of the coffee from 4 Barrels, and what else? And some very old, some quite old, jewelries, local artist jewelry making jewelries. And it's just so relaxed, so relaxed. And the lady behind the counter, she told me that they started from April 1st. It's been 7 months they are on business, and they have some very nice regulars. But the whole atmosphere is just so relaxed and so artsy. It make everybody have this beautiful, wonderful feeling of coming into a place that you totally can rewind, and you totally can get your conscious back, and not in a stressed mood, and not in a panic attack, in stress mood. You can recall your sanity, and you can recall your sanity, sorry, and you can let your brain stop and process things. It's just such a beautiful feeling. And I think all the charm of it is that it did not try. It did not try hard. It is what it is. And the owner, the shop, and everything did not make an effort to make it into a fancy place, expensive place. And then I checked the website of the 4 Barrels and checked around, and then found that 4 Barrel has coffee shops in San Francisco, a few shops in San Francisco. It's quite hard for me to imagine such a natural place and beautiful place, how it will look like in San Francisco if in a fancy place. The beauty of itself is in its relaxation. And we know coffee shop now become a fancy thing. You have to have a guy with very fashionable beard style, mustache style, and a tattoo, and make a coffee something. But that one is looks like an intellectual lady, and just enjoying, just serving a coffee, do a job. It's just so beautiful, so beautiful. Sometimes what we need is relaxation. We need to calm down ourselves, rewind. So today's art class, we had a painting, and student came. The traffic was bad. When I arrived, students were already waiting in front of the gate. And then, is this a private house? I don't know. And the students have, and then we started our class. I showed them the movie they made, and they say, okay, choose a thing that you like to paint. You can use watercolor, you can use you can use acrylic, you can use pastel, and just to paint something, draw something. You can use your computer to get some inspiration and start to do their job. At the end of the day, everybody was happy. For me, I feel it's a little bit too loose and not much structure. But on the other hand, imagine these students' life. They have always been stressed with homework, with projects, and they need some quiet time. They need some slow down time. They need some of this purposeless time to let their brain, to let their sense come back and to let themselves enjoy this moment. And if myself, just talk about myself, if I was doing this and that project all the time, the only thing I want will be give me time, let me decide something. So it's good to try. Sometimes we should also give people the freedom of not trying. I remember a couple of years ago, or before, I had a very severe and I had a very, very strong argument and debate. We were with my son. I said, you didn't try hard. He said, why do I need to try? I was thinking, as a young man, you have to try. And now I am thinking, sometimes you do not need to try. The point is, I never thought, or at that time, I didn't think that he should have the choice of not trying. He is a man. My son is a man. And my children are individuals. My students are individuals. They should have their time, their freedom to make a decision if that is the time they want to try, or if that is the time they want to be relaxed and not trying. We force people too much. We put too much of our thoughts into others. One thing very important is about respect. Respect another individual regardless of age. He, she may be of a younger age, but that does not discount a teeny tiny little bit of their right to be an individual. They have the right to choose. They have the right to choose when we think it's time to make effort, but they choose not the time of them to make effort. It's their life. There is our right to push, but we have only this much of right of push. They should be allowed to have their own freedom of wanting to try or not wanting to try. Do I make sense? Why I'm doing it here? Okay, so now we come to another private road. I am going back. So now I come back to another dialogue, another blah 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 of panic, stress, and other things, and goal of life. Okay, I will put it into a separate video. Thank you very, very much. I love you. I really do.